Nalilito ka na ba sa probability and non-probability sampling techniques? Ito ang video na para sa'yo. What is probability and non-probability sampling? First, probability sampling is a sampling method where all individuals in the population have a known and equal chance of being selected. This reduces bias in our research. On the other hand, non-probability sampling is a sampling method where not all individuals in the population have an equal chance of being selected. Now, I will give an example of probability sampling. Molimar Development Academy Incorporated wants to evaluate students' performance by randomly selecting student number. This ensures that everyone in the population has an equal chance of being selected.
Now let's move on to convenience sampling. Convenience sampling is the technique under a non-probability sampling. Convenience sampling is involved selecting sample based on convenience. For the term itself, convenience, it's based on availability of members and the proximity of the researchers. Moreover, in these sample techniques, data comes from the people that are easiest to reach and to contact.
Voluntary sampling is a type of non-probability sampling where participants self-select to be part of a study. Researchers do not randomly choose individuals. Instead, they invite people to participate, and those who are interested respond on their own.
For example, a researcher asks students to join a survey on mental health. Since only willing participants respond, this is voluntary sampling, potentially reflecting those who feel strongly about the topic.
Snowball sampling is a non-probability sampling technique that is useful for hard-to-reach populations or when a sampling frame is unavailable. The initial participants are asked to refer for other potential participants who fits the research criteria, where the sample is expanding like a snowball rolling down a hill.
Undocumented immigrant experiences. One participant who trusts the researcher might connect them with other undocumented immigrants. Other example, rare diseases studies. A patient with a rare medical condition might help researchers find other patients with the same condition for a study.
Let's talk about quota sampling, a quick and easy way to collect data. A quota sampling is a non-probability method where it allows the researchers to select a sample that is of great interest to study. An example for quota sampling is when you're conducting a research and your sample size is 100 students. You'd aim to include 40 females and 60 males. Once the quota is filled, the sampling stops.
Simple random sample, a probability sample in which every member of a study population has an equal chance of selection. For example, a researcher wants to estimate the average GPA of all 5,000 students at a university. She decides to select a sample of 100 students. So, that is the example of simple random sampling. We can get the sample size by using a randomizer, for example, using the spin the wheel. Or random number of generator, we can get the sample from our population. But first, we need to know the desired sample size, then assign a unique name for each and every one. Lastly, use the randomizer to select the sample based on the desired sample size.
Today, I'll be explaining systematic random sampling. In a systematic random sampling, we need to find an interval in order to reduce the population into sample. Let's proceed with our example. Based on our problem, the given population will be 7,272, while for our sample, it is going to be 303. But first, before we get into the solution, we're going to find, or we're going to know what's the formula for systematic random sampling. So first, our formula will be the k is equals to capitalized N and lowercase n, whereas k will represent the interval and n is our population while our sample will be n. Now let's get into the solution. calculator gives us an interval of 24. After that, we need to know where to start from 1 to 24. Since that is going to be our interval, let's say we chose the number 30. Meaning, we're going to choose every participant starting from 30 from an interval of 24. Let's say 13, 14, 15, until we get to 37. Let's say. Now, this is going to be our first sample, which is our 24 interval. And then, we're going to continue that until we reach the end of our population.
Now, let's proceed to cluster sampling. Cluster sampling is a statistical sampling technique where population divided into separate groups, known as clusters. So now let us proceed to the example of cluster sampling. In cluster sampling, we have two formulas that we are going to use, which is the number of cluster times the sample size, and then we have to add the number of x plus the number of x to get the sum. And for the second formula, the average height over the total number of x. So imagine a small park has 5 sections or clusters that has different number of trees and an average height for those trees. So I created a table here that has 5 sections and the number of trees has 10, 12, 8, 15, and 9. For the height, we have 5 meters, 6 meters, 4 meters, 7 meters, and 5 meters. That can be our sample size. So let us proceed to the solving. So let's randomly select section 2 and 4 so we can gather our data. Let us randomly select the 2 and 4 sections so we can gather the data from our selected sections. So first is we're going to get the number of trees and the sample size in section 2, which is 12. With this formula, times 6 is equals to 72 meters. And for the fourth section, we're going to do the same thing, which is the 15 and 7 meters. 15 times 7 is equals to 105 meters. Let us proceed to get the total trees in the sample, which is the 12 plus 15 is equal to 27 trees. And then we have to add the 72 and 105 meters. 72 plus 105 meters is equals to 177 meters. So in our answer here, we're going to divide this, which is the 27 over 177 meters is equals to 6.56 meters. That is the answer of our problem. So, based on our cluster sample, we estimate the average height of all trees in the park to be approximately 6.5 meters.
Stratified sampling is a method used in research and surveys to make sure different groups in a population are properly represented. Instead of picking random people from the whole population, the population is divided into smaller groups called strata based on a certain characteristic like age, gender, or income level. The proportional number of people are randomly selected from each group. This ensures that important subgroups are not left out or underrepresented. Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.